And welcome back, folks, to Under the Lights, presented by Danimals Baseball. This is Season 2, the final episode, actually, season finale here at Growler Hawaii on Kapahulu Avenue. We'd just like to say thank you to Growler Hawaii and the establishment. We had Uncle Bill on a few episodes ago, and Josh, and we're just very grateful for the space this season because it feels like home now. You know, we have our home base. We have a special guest on set, UC Landon, UC Jaja, who actually back from the road to Hana. We'll talk about it a little later. But special guest today, Nick O'Connor, otherwise affectionately known as, you got to say it with me here, Nacho Libre.
Oh,
Jeez.
Let's go.
Bro, we haven't used the soundboard the whole season.
Nick has been playing with us for a little bit of time. I think after your HPU days were over, you came on over, played some Danimals ball, and we're instantly kind of a team favorite, fan favorite. Welcome to the podcast, my friend.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
Before we get started, I just want to kind of hand out some flowers here. I think what you guys are doing is pretty awesome. From the production setup, like all the lights and cameras, kind of intimidating a little bit. We got some good entertainment over here with Landon.
Hey, all right.
Yeah, you need that for the glue. You're the glue guy.
Well,
and then Ryan, you got like microphone presence. Seems like you're a seasoned vet on the microphone over here.
Well, Nick is no stranger to the media game either. He worked with Jarin for a little bit of time at the ESPN Honolulu. Look at the shirt.
Oh, just in case.
Yeah. But yeah, we're so happy to have you on. I think you're one of the more charismatic of the bunch, and so I think having you as our season finale guest is just kind of fitting.
No, I appreciate that.
Yeah, like one of your first games, I remember you just showed up without a shirt on, like for the Halloween game. Like, dude, we barely know you.
I know, it's kind of dangerous too. 'Cause, I never been to that park before, and then when I pulled up, there was a bunch of 11 and 12-year-olds outside, and I was like, dude, I don't think I'm at the right age. And I have underwear on, and no shirt, so I had to like cover up real quick and like wander around the park a little bit to try to figure out where I was at, and then luckily I found you guys and it all went down pretty good.
I think you really ingratiated yourself and like burst onto the scene quite well for that in that Halloween game.
Big
That's
SAT
when
word there.
everyone on the team kind of found out who you were.
This guy.
Well, Nick, you're originally from Las Vegas.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
So,
yeah.
Grew up in Las Vegas. High school at Chaparral. I hope I'm saying that right.
Chaparral.
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 Chaparral. Chaparral. You're close. That was good.
That's what's it called? What's that board with all charcuterie? Sounds like charcuterie.
Charcuterie. Yeah, I went to
I mean, it
charcuterie
doesn't.
high school.
The charcuterie board. Quite the accomplished high school athlete. First team all conference in high school for baseball. First team all state, and then 3-time all Southern first team. And eventually found your way at the Hawaii Pacific University, and then played some ball with some of our teammates here on the Danimals. And that's how I think you got the introduction to play Danimals.
Right.
Was from the HBU. But why did you decide to make your way out to Hawaii to play college ball? Because it's been a blessing for us to have you play with us on Danimals, but I don't think that happens if you don't make the decision to come out to play in Hawaii.
Yeah, 100%. Am I the first like non-OIA guy here, like to be on the pod? Like, I think so. Huh? First, dare I
First
say,
out of state.
Hawaii, maybe.
Probably. Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, first out of high school, I went to a junior college called Taft. It's in a small town in California in the Central Valley. Maybe 8,000 people there. 2 stoplights. The only thing open after 11 p.m. was like a McDonald's and Taco Bell. And then after the 2 years I went there, my pitching coach was in cahoots with the pitching coach at HPU at the time. And then,
Cahoots.
yeah, that's a good one. Huh?
I love that game.
And then I got connected with him, and then that brought me out here too. A big thing that helped me too was I have family out here. So when I moved out here, I was able to move in with my uncle and made that transition a little
Nice.
more seamless coming out here too. So
You know, and when you're looking at junior colleges, what made like Taft the right college
one?
for you? Yeah.
So originally I was gonna go to CSN, which is a college of Southern Nevada, but I knew I wanted to.
Bryce Harper, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he went there, put it on the map back in the day. But I knew I wanted to leave Vegas. And then after the season was over, coach came down there, watched me throw a bullpen, offered me the spot over there. I wasn't going to have to pay any money with some scholarships, FAFSA, all that stuff. So that was a good fit for me because I knew I wanted to leave. But I had never visited Taft before that. And driving up there, my dad at one point was like, "Are you sure? Like, we're in the right spot?"
Like nothing there.
Yeah, he's like, "Are you sure?" That was the first time I saw a tumbleweed outside of SpongeBob. I was like, "What is that?" Just bouncing down the road. But I think the biggest thing for me was knowing that I was going to be able to get out of Las Vegas. And it was still close enough to be able, like, my parents could come watch a game, or I can go back home for, like, Thanksgiving or Christmas, stuff like that, too. So I think that was a big factor in making that decision.
And then coming to HPU and then getting to know all the local boys, right? Because back when I think you were in school, it was a lot of kids from local high schools and stuff like that. What was that transition like? Was it a culture shock for you at all, coming from the mainland to Hawaii?
Maybe not so much because I have a lot of family from here. So again, it made it real seamless to be able to make that transition. But growing up in Las Vegas, where the city life is like, you have the overnight life and it's fast paced and everything like that. And then to Taft, where it's a small oil town, real slow, everybody knows everybody. And then coming out here where the lifestyle is a lot slower too. I think that was the biggest thing, was just to get used to that, like Hawaiian time where you're like, oh, get there at 9, but that's like 9:15, 9:30.
Yeah, we were supposed to start this podcast at like 9 o'clock.
Yeah, stuff like
we're
that.
here like at 9:45.
But that's the stuff that kind of like brings me back here and it makes me want to stay here, is that lifestyle too. So
yeah, we on the Danimals know you as a very charismatic person, very like outgoing, just a fun personality. Were you like that in college too? Have you always kind of carried that fun, like, I don't want to say careless, but it just feels like an effortless, like, fun guy, kind of Kawhi Leonard dude?
Kawhi. I like that was pretty good too.
That was
good. That was good.
I always try to pride myself on just being myself, regardless of where I'm at. Obviously, knowing situations where you can say certain things, do certain things, act a certain way, but always trying to be myself no matter who I'm around has been a big thing for me. I know that it seems like when I showed up in underwear and no shirt, it's like, oh, this guy really doesn't care. But it might take me a second to like open up and like really be goofy or fun and have that kind of attitude towards things. So I won't say like immediately, but once you get to know me, I'll kind of open up and then be able to show that personality.
Yeah, I think once we got to know you, it made all of our lives just so much better. Like awesome. Just getting to look forward to you coming to a game, just to bring the energy, just to bring the fun times, the vibes. It's been such a pleasure, and maybe we can cut a couple clips in here of some of the shenanigans that we got into. One of my favorite parts was like the second Halloween year. We mic'd you up, and you were the grunge like.
That's when you wore 2 shirts and like skinny jeans.
Makeup, the nails are done, everything to a T.
12 noon, it was like 88 degrees outside.
You stayed in character for the whole day, and it was hilarious, dude. I couldn't get over it.
That costume, actually, my cousin wanted like a 2000 themed birthday party. And everybody was all dressed up in the baggy clothes and the headbands and skater vibes. And I was like, I don't want to be like everybody. Like, somebody has to be the emo kid. Somebody has to be that gothic one. So that was a good time.
When you're you like showcase a lot of different characters or personalities and whatnot. Do you practice that, or is it like let's just say for the Nacho impersonation? Did you just like watch that movie a ton of times?
Yeah, definitely. There's like video evidence of me sitting on the couch, like rehearsing some scenes where he's like, "Save me a piece of that corn," and so it's like I have to make sure that I do that part good. I have videos on my phone where I'm singing in the car, like "Encarnacion." So I definitely for that one, I was like, I gotta be spot on with this one. The emo thing on the way, I remember to the game. I was listening to like My Chemical Romance. And
no way.
Like
yeah, just
where are you?
Yeah, just put on some Blink-182. You'll get the vibe real quick.
I don't typically listen to that kind of stuff, but I was like, I had to kind of fit the mold for this one. So
Dude, do you ever envision yourself as like getting into entertainment at all, or like being an actor? Because I think you're a damn good one.
Are you making like videos and stuff?
Yeah, one time I made a TikTok and it like blew up, and I deleted TikTok right after that because I was like afraid that like there was too much going on. And I was like,
People would see me doing that.
yeah.
Wait, can you describe what that was?
So I had just downloaded TikTok, and I had like 30 followers and friends or whatever you call them, and it was just the people that I knew, like quick add-on contacts. And then I made a video. It was when I was living in a house with some schoolmates. It was a bunch of girls, and then it got in like 1 or 2 days. It was like over 100,000 views. And I remember looking at it. It was like 80 views. And I was like, yeah, this is cool. Then it's like 8,000, 80,000, and I was like, what's going on? And then when it got to like that 114,000, whatever it was, I was like, all right, this is too much. I gotta delete this app. I deleted it off my phone, deleted the profile and everything, and I just was like overwhelmed by all that. And I was like, this is not for me. I don't want to do this.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but on the Danimals Baseball TikTok, I think your video is like the most viewed one.
You know that one, right? What we're talking about?
Like I got the little puka in my pants.
Yeah, I didn't even know about that.
The hole?
Yeah, I didn't know about the hole because I saw you were holding like the bat. It was the one that
It was the broken bat.
Yeah, broken
right?
bat.
You wanted the bat with just the handle.
And you were
Yeah.
facing Cole Romo, right? So there's definitely a chance he walks you on 4 straight pitches. You might not even need to swing the bat. But I posted that thinking it'd be funny because you were going up there with a broken bat. Everybody noticed the hole in your pants, and that's
Yeah.
why it did so well.
Yeah, I remember that one. He actually threw a ball on the first pitch, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, the hole in the pants. I think that's probably what made it the funniest thing. Not the broken bat.
Did you know that there was a hole in your pants? Was that
I tried to sew it myself. I had to get somebody else to do it for me because when I sewed it, it just popped back open. I had to work on those skills.
Nick, you're always such a great time. I think you're going to want to stay tuned for the second half of the episode with Nick O'Connor, Nacho Libre, as he's more affectionately known, because I think you can just tell right now that the personality is just radiant. We can see why he's such a beloved figure in Danimals baseball history. But stay tuned right after the commercial break. We'll be back under the lights presented by Danimals Baseball.
Here from Growler, Hawaii.
This episode of Under the Lights presented by Danimals Baseball is sponsored by Growler Hawaii. From quality craft beverages, delicious cuisine to a quality ambiance, Growler Hawaii is the place to be for your post-game Danimals Dubs Sellies. Experience the best quality American beer at a craft beer pub in Honolulu. Located in Kapahulu near Waikiki Beach, it is the go-to place to sit back, relax, and enjoy handcrafted beer made to perfection. We all look forward to a crisp beer and delicious grinds after our ball game. Mahalo, Uncle Bill, Uncle Al, Josh, and Jake. We'll see you there.
All right, welcome back to the season finale of Season 2. This is Episode 4 at Growler Hawaii. I'm here with Rai, Landon, and our season finale guest, Kawhi Leonard. You've been enjoying the podcast thus far?
I don't even know where you're sitting right now. I think that's what he says, right? Yeah. He's like, I don't even know.
Well, as Rai alluded to earlier, Nick is one of the more charismatic, funny, charming guys on the team. And we found some gold, like absolute gold. Before the podcast, we always do our preparation, our research. And we were just basically just means we're scrolling through old photos on Instagram.
Dude,
Facebook.
Jarin has gone into like LinkedIn profiles, like
I have
for some
a
of our
couple old
guests.
Twitters. I'm glad you never found those. There's some.
Hey, you're
some
just lucky we
tragic
can
stuff on
access
there.
those old Xbox party chats and stuff like that.
Oh, gee.
That's
with you. Well, I mean, you might get Chase in trouble, in more trouble than he already is in.
Yeah, I mean those were toxic, man, back in the day. But I have about 4 photos that I wanna just get your thoughts on. They were taken a while ago, and we'll pop them up on that screen over there where we have a TV in Growler, Hawaii. First picture.
All right. Why's that gotta be the first? Say that one
Striking a pose. Look at that guy.
Shoot.
All right, boys. Let's first rate the model pose right there. What would you give it, Landon?
On a scale of like 1 to like what, GQ or something.
GQ, yeah.
1 to 10.
It's not quite Vogue.
I don't know. Maybe like that's a 5.5.
Come on, the ripped jeans.
6. I don't know what is he leaning on? Is he just like
That's nothing. That's just.
he's like trying not to
leaning on
fall
swagger.
over, but
Leaning on swag right there.
You know what is really like kind of throwing me off? Is that bench like too high up off the ground for you? It looks like you're like
Dangling
tippy-toeing
your
on the
feet.
ground. Yeah. Okay, what would you rate it, Landon?
I just said.
Oh, I wasn't listening. I was looking at the photo.
Well, it recorded. So what do you rate it?
All right, I'll rate it a 5.5.
All right.
I'm gonna give it. Dude, I honestly like this a lot. I'm gonna give it.
knew
I'm
it.
gonna give it a 7.5.
Awesome.
Shirtless dudes out of Forever 21. You know the guys that used to like stand
Hollister
outside.
guy?
The Hollister guy. 7.5 Hollister dudes out of 10.
I think
What the f- is that about?
look at the elbow, dude.
They just had shirtless dudes
Check
like
the
stand outside
other
their
elbow.
store.
Got a little strawberry right there.
Oh, look at the face.
Now it's a cloud. Now on my arm. I just stole second base. It was like my 83rd stolen base that year. And then wore one right there on the elbow.
Oh, this thing? Oh, they're just stealing my 83rd base. And oh, sorry. Yeah, I didn't think you'd see that.
You know, I think what would have set this over the top for me if you made eye contact with the camera person. Instead, you're looking down. I kind of get it. You're kind of feeling yourself, but
Yeah.
the eye contact would have
And the
done
hair,
it for me.
too. That was before
Who
the hair
took this
started
picture?
receding. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you, honestly.
You set it up on a tripod.
There was a timer on there. I got 10 seconds, so I ran over there.
Dude, that's honestly the lifestyle of like a solo like vlogger. You know how like they'll set up cameras and then they go back, trace their steps, and then walk forward past the camera, and then it looks like they're just like
Somebody's recording.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. This is what it reminds me of. Like I can imagine you just been like, hey, set up right here, the framing right, and then like 3, 2, 1, and you're like,
Holding my breath and then like suck. Yeah.
The only thing that's missing is like if you're not biting one of your lips.
Yeah, no, that would have
that's
gave it a
Can
higher
you-
rating
can you-
or lower rating.
Can you hit the camera with one?
That, no. I was thinking about it.
Why? It's only going to be
lip
on the
bite
internet
is-
forever.
Yeah, is the lip bite, like, is that going to give it a higher rating or a lower rating?
probably a higher rating.
For what you're going for here, I think it would have bumped it up.
Got you. I don't know what I was going for
If
there.
it was the cringe scale,
Look at that.
well, I guess that also would have bumped it up.
With the whitewash jeans? Or is that whitewash? What do you call that? They got a couple of rips in them.
It was like before ripped jeans was their thing too.
Why is
You know,
it just
trendsetter.
one small one? It's like a
You like actually ripped those
I was like,
jeans.
I was like on accident.
Yeah, like you didn't buy them.
Rip these jeans standing in the second base, dude.
Same time I got the strawberry in my elbow.
Yeah.
mid thigh. You slid and you got a cut on your mid thigh.
Ran into a desk or something. It was like, maybe, yeah. I was like, I'm gonna just leave that there and make it a.
Jan,
Trend.
guess the caption on this picture.
Wow, look at the fade. That's crispy, dude.
All right.
The fade is crispy.
Next photo. I first gotta hear your thoughts, Nick. What is this?
That is a shout out to my barber back in the day. I was getting my haircut from the same guy from like 8th grade all the way through high school. Even when I came back from college, sometimes I'll get my haircut by him. So much so that like when he was learning how to cut hair, he was cutting his fingers with the scissors like over my head. But I still trusted him.
What?
It got a little blood.
Yeah. It's like, whoa. Are you okay? Is that me or you? But, fade's looking good right there. I don't know what else you can say about that.
So,
Dude, what a jawline, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Like-
that's more or so. what I
Man
was
to man
aiming
complimenting
for.
a jawline.
Yeah, I was using that chew
Nice.
the thing, you know, like
The
Jaws are
Jaws are size.
no.
Are you serious?
That's the thing like boxers use to like strengthen their jaw. It's literally it looks like a dog chew toy.
Yeah, and you just sit
And you
there.
just then you bite it and your drool gets all over.
Yeah, you're
I gotta say,
Pause.
I'm a little bit more pleased with this photo. You are giving a lip bite, but I think you're biting your top lip.
yeah.
Or are you biting your top lip, or is that just it?
Maybe it's just the lighting.
No, I think I was probably
Maybe
just
he
giving
is.
a little.
How do you decide on like the angle of the head tilt and then also where you're cutting off?
The
Your face.
angle is definitely to play towards Nick's like
The
jawline.
jawline and then
Like when
the
you
fade.
like are like that, yeah,
For
that's,
sure.
that's all jawline.
Yeah, I don't know what pushed me to bring that black and white photo in there, but
Pull up the next one. Just pull up the next one.
Wait, we gotta guess the caption.
Oh.
I don't even know
All
what
right,
it
guess the
says.
caption.
Straight faded.
That would have been fire.
How about cuts through a rock with this jawline?
I don't think that's what it would be.
I don't know. He has a nice jawline.
Okay.
All right, right.
No, this is giving me like looking forward vibe. You know, like
Never look back.
yeah.
I'm always looking forward.
Like the past is behind me.
I can do anything with this fade haircut.
Yeah. I like faded. If that was the caption, I'd probably keep it up on Instagram. On
Not a SoundCloud rapper.
What?
yeah, that was good.
Hashtag not a SoundCloud rapper.
What does that say? 68 likes?
89 likes.
Oh, no, that's
89 people agree you're not a SoundCloud rapper.
All right, let's pull up the next picture. Dude, I'm having fun with this. Dude.
Ooh, look at that.
All right, classic. This is something I could see us doing. Just classic burying.
Good fun. Good
I feel like have you seen that?
I'm pretty sure we did this to Cindy.
Have you seen that? I don't know. There's like a TikTok video of like a bunch of like people buried underground, and then like they like I don't know. I gotta show you this. They show a flashlight on one guy, and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing here?" And then it's like nighttime, and then the light pans up, and then there's like a sea of them. They go.
Find that video. Find that video.
Hey, you're gonna wake the others.
But Nick, was this here in Hawaii? Where
Yeah,
was
that was my first time ever out here. It was like in 2015. We had a big family reunion out here. And then that's my brother in the back.
Oh.
And then that's straight up and down too. I'm not laying on my back. So we dug it like a 6 foot deep hole and then
That's
just kind
hard.
of buried it back. Yeah, it took a while.
With your hands? You had tools?
No, just the hands. There was like 6 hands. Me and my
That's what God gave you. These
yeah,
days.
we're digging.
Just use them.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my first time out here.
You're giving the Kawhi Leonard face right now. Too.
Always giving the sand is starting to squeeze my organs face.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure under there. Dude.
Yeah.
And then he's packing it in right there too, so he's making sure I'm not trying to get out.
Well, this one was captioned, "Being above ground is better than being underground."
Yeah, look, you can. That's deep. Like, there's a lot of double entendres you can take with that. It's like live every day to the fullest. You know, you never know when you're gonna be underground like that. And stuff like that. I guess.
You got to keep your head up, or
Yeah,
else
Philosopher.
you'll suffocate.
Philosopher.
All right, hit us with that lasso. I think we got a few more.
This
Look
one
at
is
the
like
C representing Charcuterie High School. Charcuterie High School. Those goggles. It wasn't even snowing. I didn't even know I had those on. I think it was like in the back of one of those like Razors or Raptors, whatever they're called, in Utah. I think yeah.
Dude, look at the eyes, man.
is this not edited?
I'm probably
There's probably like a
it's
tint
probably
over
a
it, yeah.
filter or something.
Little
but,
pink, but
yeah.
So, how the decision of putting the goggles over just your mouth? Like, what goes into making that decision?
I want to say
It's a look, dude.
Yeah, I want to say we were stopped. We had to have been stopped, and then I think again it was probably just for the eyes. Just take the picture real quick, just like a little. What is this called? A little. Yeah, you said it. That way. A little. Something like that.
Dude, I love this picture, dude. We were looking at this earlier.
Oh yeah, that's prime time.
My Zaba's burrito baby, dude.
Yeah, I think again that's like sophomore year of high school. Got this swaggy little thermal underneath, white yellow combo.
The thermal.
Yeah.
The white thermal.
Yeah, brutal. It's a double steak burrito from Zaba's. Unfortunately, that location is no longer around. I used to save up my lunch money, like throughout the week, just to get a Zaba's burrito. Like if I would get like $5 a day or something, I would save up some lunch money to go to Zaba's and then get a burrito for there.
Is your baby Zaba all grown up now?
I haven't seen him, seen him in a while.
You lost custody, dog.
Yeah,
It's a touchy
they moved
subject.
to Summerlin. They're no longer 10 minutes from the house, so I was unable to get to them. I had like the ZIP card, Zaba Important Person card in my wallet.
way.
Dude, for 10 years I had it in there. It used to be black, but it was all faded white. All the paint on the card is
Yeah,
gone.
we have an update.
This was in 2019. Baby looks a little bit smaller for some reason.
I think I just got bigger, Put put more mass on from eating all those Zaba's burritos.
And again, we're getting a treat here. Look at that jawline.
Hey,
There you go.
hey. And
Affectionate
then
kiss right there.
sporting the Wild Cards baseball shirt. I think that was it. Oh man.
All right, I really wanted to end with this one.
Yeah.
Dude, the Halloween baseball days
That's
go
like
all the way
mine,
back, dude.
Yep.
That's where I shine the most. Is like I look forward to October 31st.
This was 2016.
Yeah,
That's
that
crazy.
was freshman year at Taft. Everything from like the parted hair to the glasses that those are the show glasses. Those aren't even prescription. We got New Balance cleats on, I think, with some high
With the high waters,
the high
dude.
waters on, dude. That wasn't very comfortable to say the least. And then, brand new 44 glove. I thought that was pretty sweet.
Hey.
And then I do think I did play some shortstop that day, so that was pretty cool.
Dude, you're, I think, a pioneer of like the Halloween costume going all out for
100%.
Danimals Baseball. It's kind of like allowed the subsequent years to be a little more expressive and a little more, just because you like started us off so hot with the Nacho Libre costume.
Was that our first Halloween game?
I think that was our first
The first time we dressed up?
time we dressed up
Okay.
for Halloween.
Okay.
And
And
then,
Jarin wore the dragon costume, right?
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I like
yeah,
that one.
two legendary Halloween costumes sitting at the table right now. The dragon was pretty funny too. I remember you trying to run or
Yeah,
or you
or-
trying to swing and
Didn't you break the zipper off too?
Dude, that was
yeah.
I was just about to say that was like oh crap, because I was playing outfield and I was cooking out there, man. Like in right field, I got one ground ball. I was cooking. And I was coming inside. I'm immediately trying to take the zipper off so I can like breathe a little bit. And the
It
zipper broke. I was like, oh no. I was like, how am I gonna get out of here? I didn't want to ruin the costume. I paid like good money for it.
They had to cut you out of this expensive dragon costume.
I was like, oh Jesus. But Nick actually moved away to Texas, and he came back and actually made the Halloween game.
this past year.
Yeah.
I didn't make it out. Oh, no, I didn't make it out to that. What did you dress up this year?
I was a community organizer. You can flash a quick picture or something.
No, please tell us more about the costume.
So I came out. It was my roommate's birthday and stuff, and a couple other people just came out, and then it just so lined up where like the Halloween game was on that same weekend that I was out here, so it was perfect. And then I was like, I didn't have any clothes or anything. I don't even have cleats or anything like that on me, or a glove. I wasn't expecting to play at all actually, but I went to Ross or something, just threw a couple things together, got some long socks, white socks, some Dickies shorts below the knee. I had a little wife beater with me, got a bandana, and I had a marker to make the mustache get a little.
And a Modelo food.
Yeah, the mustache is definitely drawn on.
Yeah, man.
Can you give us a little impression of that character that day? We're gonna get you canceled, dude.
Yeah, like I think it didn't get put online for a reason. I think I have an ankle monitor on right there.
Yeah, it's
too.
under the sock, dude. That was a nice touch. I like that.
It was a battery pack from something with duct tape around it. I had the pantuflas on, the little slippers, house shoes. Yeah. Oh, jeez.
I love how you're just dual wielding Modelo's in this picture.
The inspiration behind that was somebody on the internet. He has like a Cholo Fit account where he does like Cholo type exercises, and like I thought that was pretty awesome. So I was like, "E fool, you're not down, Holmes. You're not down just like this, fool." Get the Cholo squats in there, all kinds of stuff. I think I just wanted to buy some Modelo's too, honestly.
What? Okay, so one of our rapid fire questions. I'm just gonna steal it out of the rapid fire questions. But what was the best Halloween costume you've ever worn?
I think that Nacho Libre one kind of just set it over the top.
Do we have a picture of that? Can we pull that up?
It's somewhere.
It's
It's
just
funny
buried
too
somewhere.
because I showed my dad that stuff, And the one question he had for me was like, did the stomach come with the costume? Like, he's like, whoa, did that belly come with that costume? And
Oh, there he is.
yeah, that's a unit right there.
Dude, I think
You had the cape too. You just weren't wearing it.
Yeah,
got
it
in
was
the way in the
hot,
field.
dude, with that mask on.
we I think we led you off that game too. It
Yeah,
was
no.
like because it was like let's just make our batting order like the best costumes.
Yeah, all just
So
get the most
so
play.
Nick led off and then he led off with a single up the middle. I'm pretty sure like just
Yeah,
set the tone
lined
for
it,
everybody.
And then I think I
Nick
stole
rakes.
second base too.
Yeah,
Uh,
you were a PO, yeah, in college.
yeah, that I don't like to use that one, but I pitched only, I guess.
Like PO.
Yeah, you became like
Yeah.
hey, you became like our leadoff hitter for a while for Danimals.
Yeah, I started pitching only like my second year in junior college.
No, but you can swing it a little bit still.
Yeah, you know, hit 400 in high school or something. A couple things. Dude, I hit 2 home runs my freshman year of high school, and I was like 14. And then the rest of high school, I didn't hit a home run. And my coaches were like, "Yo,
What's going on?
what are you doing? What happened?" But yeah, imagine pulling up to a field and there's all you see is 11-year-olds and like parents and stuff, and you're in underwear and no shirt. I was
These
like,
super tight pants.
yeah,
Legendary, dude.
Like,
Legendary.
yeah, that one for sure. And it's like it wasn't as constricting either as like that emo costume, so I can move around a little bit. I remember I threw somebody out from center field, and I felt good
Yeah?
about that because I can move around and just hose them.
Love it. We're gonna get into a little bit of rapid fire for our special guest Nick O'Connor. It's been a rapid fire day, honestly, on the podcast. But the formal segment, we'll kick it off with Landon whenever you're ready, buddy.
All right, Nick. Time for the rapid fire segment. First rapid fire question: what is one food that your mom makes that you think you could eat for the rest of your life?
She makes these stuffed shells, stuffs them with chicken, broccoli, cheese, coats it with like the marinara sauce.
Oh, like
I think-
the big pasta shells.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
okay,
off the
okay.
top. That like food item, but then dessert, she makes these like German chocolate cake cookies. I'll have to make some one day. They're pretty good.
German
I could-
chocolate cake cookies.
Yeah, so it's just like a German chocolate cake, but in the form of a cookie. It has the same coconut topping, like with the almonds in it, or something like that. One of those nuts. But yeah, I could probably eat 1,000 of those in a sitting.
Impromptu rapid fire question: do you think you could bake better than Cindy?
Yes. Like no hesitation. I think I got it. Yeah, I think I can. We can put it to the test too, and then
Gotta have a challenge. Gotta have a challenge.
100%.
Let's do a baking challenge.
Yeah,
We're gonna have a Danimals Bake Off, Nick.
yeah, I got it.
Okay.
All right, it's in the bag.
Come prepared.
Yeah, I got it. No need.
The challenge has
practice that
been
one.
issued. Okay, next rapid fire question: what superstitions did you have in high school, and if at all, and if you didn't or did you accumulate any more of them in college, and so on and so forth?
I think just like throughout the years playing baseball, it always changes. Like when you're a little kid, you see like the big leaguers doing certain things, and you want to do that. And then in high school, you kind of develop your own. One thing I always did before every inning, I would blow a snot rocket out of my right nostril, stretch down, touch my toes, rub the ball, swipe the rubber 3 times, and then get ready to
Madison
go.
Bumgarner type
Jesus
stuff.
Christ.
Even if I didn't have it, if it was just
Just force it out.
Yeah.
Just blowing air real hard. Your nose hair flies out like,
Yeah.
yeah, good enough.
In high school before the game, like when the anthem was going, don't touch the chalk lines, easy stuff like that. For a while, I was listening to like, I think his name's Eric Taylor. He's like a motivational speaker, and he's just yelling in your ear, and I'll just be sitting there. He's just like, yeah, keep breathing. Like, make sure you push through the hard times of adversity, the stuff like that. When I was little, I hit a home run one time, and I was wearing a chain, and it had, I'm not really religious at all, but it had a cross on it. And then for like the next year, I was wearing it. And I was like, I'm not even really religious, but I'm going to wear this because Jesus propelled me.
It's
to
the
hit
home
this
run
ball.
chain.
Yeah.
You gotta wear the home run
Yeah.
chain.
Yeah, so I think it kind of just throughout the years changes, but definitely that snot rocket one, that like from high school on did that. I'll still do it to this day.
I wanna ask a impromptu question as well. I'm actually super curious. Like, do you like this is a question for everyone, but with superstitions and baseball, when do you decide to drop a routine or part of your routine because it's not working right? Let's say like Nick wore the chain, hit a home run, and for the next year he never hit a home run again. When do you decide to like change things up or drop it? If you have any examples, that'd be pretty cool.
I don't think it ever just like abruptly drops because I think you still hold on to hope that there's some little bit of like juju left. So like I remember wearing pants up in college and doing really well and then going into a bad slump and just still trying to like usher in whatever I could with the pants up. But yeah, I think it's just whatever the next thing you find that like worked, it's then you switch, right? So if for whatever reason the pants were down, and then you did well, it's like yeah, okay,
Pants down.
pants down. Yeah, but some superstitions I feel like are just all the time you have to do it. Like I remember in college, me, Justin, and Royce would always line up for the anthem next to each other, like on the foul line, and then after the anthem, we would sing with each other Hawaii Pona'i because we were in California.
Wait, while you guys were still standing, and so everyone would go back to the dugout.
Yeah, everybody would go back and we would start the first couple of words of Hawaii.
That's awesome.
So that one we kept because it was just fun. But,
Did anybody on the other team ever stay out because they would think that it's like one of those challenges, like first to like?
No, I mean we like our coach would get pissed off, like get back in the dugout.
You guys are just singing.
We were just singing Hawaii Pona'i, bro.
Don't disrespect the culture, coach. Come on.
Yeah, I concur with that. I think that's accurate. If you just pick something up and you think that kind of propelled you into that
Yeah,
success,
it's like the superstitions never like come up intentionally. It's like not like, oh, I'm gonna wear wrist tape today because I think it'll do well, and then you pick it up. It's like, oh, I happen to like tie my shoelaces a triple knot, and then that
Yeah,
that does the trick.
Never really had those kind of superstitions. Maybe because I just don't do well, so it's not like I don't know. It doesn't really matter what I wear today. What's gonna happen? I'm gonna strike out and drop a pop up at first base. Oh no!
Dude, do you guys remember I had the stinkest batting gloves?
Oh, they
in
were
high school.
so disgusting, dude.
Because I wore them, and I think it was a game in the rain.
Yeah.
And it just sat in my bag, and I didn't like take it out and air it out, and it just sat and rotted in my bag. And then like the next 3 games, I think I was like 7 for 10. So like the whole year, I just had these stink ass batting gloves.
Dude, it was so nasty. We could smell it if you stood next to you at batting practice. And then it would stay on your hands. And then you were just like, this bro, get away from me.
I think Randy called me stinky. And
Yeah, as he should have. Okay, next rapid fire question. Sans the Halloween games, what's your favorite Danimals memory?
sans the Halloween games.
Besides the
Oh
Halloween?
yeah, I kind of use the context clues. I never heard that before. Me neither. Yeah, no, I might use that one.
Yeah,
sans that.
I know words,
Nah,
guys. I
sans
know
that.
words.
Besides the Halloween game, unfortunately, I wasn't there for the big old championship win. That would have been pretty cool.
You were there in spirit.
Yeah, for sure. I grew the mustache out for that.
Me too.
Yeah.
What happened, man? I was expecting to be mustache man. Over
It was
there.
gross. That's what happened.
Yeah, I like how Nick's mustache doesn't like get into his mouth like yours. Like you were like biting it.
That's what made it fun.
the flavor saver.
Flavor saver.
Some mustache rides or something.
Ew.
I hit a home run one time. I thought that was pretty sick.
Yeah.
And then speaking of superstitions, I had some beverages that game. And
Guess we got a drink.
the next game, I brought the same beverage, hoping to have the same result, but it didn't happen. It was my friend Jack I brought to the field with me. And then
Jack and Jim, baby.
yeah, I went deep, and I was like, oh, I got to do it again. But next game didn't happen, so dropped that superstition.
All right. That was at Goes?
Yeah, I think so.
Nice.
I like playing at the All Way. That's a pretty cool
All-Way?
like setup, especially
All-Way's
those
pretty-
night games.
Yeah.
Just having that backdrop and everything, I think that's pretty cool.
And so we won the championship. So it's
Yeah.
got a nice little memory there too. If you could be sponsored, get some NIL action, what brand or company would you like to represent you? or for you to represent?
Ferrari.
Solid answer.
Is that dude from USC? He has a Ferrari. What's it, Caleb Williams, the quarterback?
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait,
He has
is
a
it really?
Ferrari.
What the?
Dude's in college going to like a calc class. He's
Some people,
going to calculus.
some people are just living better, huh?
Yeah, I
Oh
mean,
my god.
comparison's the thief of happiness. So, to each their own.
Okay, and the last of the rapid
Little drop
fires.
there. Go full
Yeah, I
muscle
know.
right there.
I picked up on it.
Yeah.
All right, and the last of the rapid fire questions that we have written down at least. What's your absolutely favorite Nacho Libre quote?
Oh, I like when he's like, talking about like what he does. He's like, I wake up, I make some soup. It's the best. He's like, I go to sleep by myself. It's the best. I wake up all alone. It's the best. Or the corn one too. My dad will always get on that one. Anytime we have corn, hey, give me a piece of that corn. It's like, yo. Not even corn on the cob or anything, just corn out of the cans. Hey, give me a piece of that corn.
Just one piece.
Sweet corn, frozen corn. Hey, give me a piece of that corn.
I remember when you were at the Halloween game and you were dressed in the Nacho Libre costume. Jaja shot a little like video of you and you're like, it's for the children.
That was when you were like, hey, new guy, we're going to record you. Say something funny.
Yeah. I was like, I guess so. I guess I got something. When the lights come on, the stars come out.
Hey, there you go,
It's
man.
like, what did I say? This is for the orphans or something. Yeah.
Okay, are there any impromptu rapid fires you guys want to throw in?
Yeah, bring it on.
What's your New Year's resolution? We're approaching New Year's.
yeah.
It's about to be 2024. What's your New Year's resolution?
I've never really done any of like a New Year's resolution. Maybe a couple years ago, it's like some weight goals that I had. But I think to just kind of appreciate everything a little bit more for what it is. Just make sure that I'm grounded, being where my feet are at. I think that move off island for the last 6 months or so has really kind of changed my perspective on things, and then just be able to, see everything for what it is, and then have some sort of appreciation. I do want to become more of a waterman and just like fish a little bit, maybe learn how to surf a little bit better. Not be so afraid of fish, because I always felt like
friends.
not food. I always felt like a 4-year-old out here, like with the ocean, because like being in Vegas, there's no water outside of like Wet and Wild or something like that, or like we had kiddie pools or the hose. But the ocean's a different animal out here too, so I want to kind of just get a little bit more comfortable with that. And then try to dabble in some different things like that.
Dude, not only is Nick like the most charismatic and funny, one of the funniest persons I've ever met in my life, he's also very wholesome, very deep, very like genuine.
Yeah, I think that's a side of me that I don't really show that much.
No.
Which I think is, like
but it's there,
and
I love it.
The goofiness like supersedes
Yeah.
the wholesomeness. I don't know if I would classify myself as wholesome.
You're very wholesome.
Thank you.
You're very wholesome.
This is a wholesome podcast. Look at us.
Yeah, I do like to read books and drink green tea and stuff like that sometimes. Like for real.
In your little nook in your house, just cuddle up with a blanket.
Yeah, I have a journal. I meditate sometimes.
It's good for you though.
Yeah, 100%.
You actually
have that balance.
You had one of the more unique college baseball bios, and I haven't seen a bio like this before. Where it kind of seems like you're almost borderline joking, but no one would like challenge you to that because
even know what
there's
it
a
is.
chance that you could. So I'm gonna rip off some things that are in your HPU bio. Hobbies: I enjoy having deep, meaningful conversations and eating food.
For real.
What are some of your favorite like?
Deep, meaningful conversations?
Yeah. Or topics.
I have try to focus more on like health and just overall well-being. So learning about different things, I think, is always interesting and important to always be able to learn and then grow. One thing one of my coaches used to say was like, there's 101 ways to teach game of baseball, and you're never going to learn all of them, and you're never going to use all of them. But you can apply different facets of things that people say and apply that to your game, and I think that translates into life too. You're going to meet so many different people, and you're going to go through different experiences and learn different things, and if you can just apply that to yourself to make yourself better, I think learning and growing have always been conversations that I'm willing to have to just get different perspectives on things, because ultimately that's how you're going to grow as a person too. So
it takes such a mature person to realize that and like actively think about that and apply that to like daily life. Because I feel like so much of us are so comfortable doing the same thing, staying in the routine and knowing the only way you know how to do something and this is what you do. And
100%.
I think the world could use that advice.
Yeah, and we are like so saturated with stimulants, the things, you got your phone on us all the time. There's TV has so many different channels and everything, and it's like things that you don't even really think about on a day-to-day basis, but it's important to like take that step back, reground yourself, and then just be aware of everything that's going on too. So I think that's really important.
Dude, I feel like a better human being now. Just being in your presence, I feel like I've done something worthy of my morning.
Yeah, I mean, again, and that's, I think, important too, is just to be able to be there for people too. And it may not be just for, like, if somebody's trying to ask for money or just your time or laughs or anything, just be somebody that people can rely on. It's somebody that I aim to be. One quote that I've been rewinding in my head a lot is it's the only wealth that you'll be able to keep forever is the wealth that you give away. So like keeping that in mind and just being able to be there for other people is something that again, maybe that's going to be one of my 2024 resolutions, is to just be there and be a person that somebody can rely on too. So
wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Right. That was very deep and meaningful.
Yeah, right on.
And back to this.
All right.
Take a short break.
Yeah, we can take a short break. We'll return after the message from the sponsor on the other side. Under the Lights, presented by Danimals Baseball, the philosopher, Nick O'Connor, and Kawhi Leonard guest appearance.
All in one.
Here at the Growler Hawaii Studios.
Yeah.
This episode of Under the Lights, presented by Danimals Baseball, is brought to you by Aloha Caps and Aloha Mitts. For the baseball gear you want and need, handled and delivered to you with Aloha. Aloha Caps and Aloha Mitts, founded by Everett Lau, a Division 1 infielder, and Emerson Lau, the business and digitally savvy brother, aim to bring you high-quality hats and mitts to the islands of Hawaii. With sizes between 7 1/4 and 7 1/2,
Size matters.
Aloha Caps delivers exceptional quality caps that have been protected from environmental and external exposures. You can find them on Instagram at Aloha_caps and Aloha Mitts. DM for any inquiries or purchase information.
Welcome back to Under the Lights, presented by Danimals Baseball. We do have a special guest. This is the season finale of Season 2. On the line is Jarin's predecessor. It is the 2014 E4, the notorious one. I think if you don't know Justin, you only know him by this, and he's got some words to say about that situation. Jarin did, on the last show, bring up a point that, hey, maybe it wasn't Justin's fault. Justin, what are your thoughts on the 2014 boot?
I would love to say that Jason, the first baseman, did admit fault on that throw. He said he got a little too excited and that he started to stretch forward. If you want to play the tape, you can see that he's, stretching forward instead of towards the ball. I can say I didn't make the best throw, but it was definitely catchable.
You yanked that thing, dude.
Okay, I might have short-armed it slightly.
What? You short-arming something? No.
Catchable. Yes.
Here it comes. Justin's nickname in high school.
On this podcast?
This is making it on the show. Justin's nickname in high school was Rexy because one day we were taking verticals or something, and in order to take the vertical, you have to measure the arm height first. So everybody was walking through, hit the vertical thing, and then get the arm height, and then you would jump. And you would subtract. Justin couldn't reach the bottom row of the arm height, so it's funny that we called you Rexy. We called you Rexy, and then you just admitted to short arming that 2014 ball. So. Well, Justin, it's great to hear your perspective on what we still classify as an E4, and Jarin's one is definitely an E4. We'll clip that right here.
No.
Jarin's, there's no debate. You can't bobble that. That was so routine. I think the scoring live people don't know the difference between like a catching and throwing error. And, you got to give them some leeway. So they're gonna just give it on the one that looks the most reasonable, I guess. But if you really know baseball, if you're a real baseball head, that's an E3.
Keep trying to convince yourself of that, buddy.
Where's Jason? I need Jason on this podcast.
Well, just be fortunate that Jarin wasn't playing second base in the last inning of the Danimals championship game.
Could you imagine? Bro, if that ball is rolling towards you, you're having like flashbacks, like guaranteed.
Yeah, I probably would have gotten a real bad bounce as well, not like turf where I just got cherry hops.
All right, buddy. Thanks for dropping in.
Of course. I'm glad we got to do this over the phone while I'm in Hawaii and instead of over the phone when I'm in Arizona. This makes tons of sense.
Bro, is that our fault you couldn't make it for the recording?
we only got so much budget for in-person talent.
Yeah, if you told me before I got here we could have made this work out perfect, but I'm glad I got to do this from Mililani.
Let the record show that the reason why you're not here is because you were too busy getting swept by old ladies in pickleball.
We should actually all get into pickleball.
I am into pickleball.
Is this a thing?
PCO might not be able to.
I was into it before I busted my knee. I was playing. I'm not bad.
Dude, I've seen you try to hit a baseball, man.
It's not like hitting a baseball at all. It's totally different.
I've also seen you try to run.
Luckily, you don't have to run much.
Yeah, you're not running. It's more like
But
side
you need
side
hand-eye
to side.
coordination, so that's where Landon, I don't know, doesn't really compute.
Okay, whatever, dude.
All right, buddy. Thanks for dropping by. Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year, everybody. Go Danimals.
Any closing remarks, Nick, for the Danimals fans around the world and watching at home?
For the Danimals fans watching around the world. No, thanks for having me on, man. It's good. Welcome back.
Thanks for coming on. We
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Wish you could have done it a little later, but it's good to be up in the morning to be able to do some stuff later today. I got a lot of stuff to do today, so.
Accomplish something in the morning, right? And then the rest of your day is just gravy.
Yeah, I did a little yoga this morning, but
Oh, there you
what's
go.
it to you?
Probably painful if I were to try, but
Probably
Well-
be good for you to stretch out everything, dude. Honest, I don't know, like what the rehab stuff is like. I'm sure you have some PT people doing that for you, but
yeah.
yeah.
Hit me one more time.
is an instrument.
Well, from us to you, Danimals fans, thank you for tuning in to us. Season 2, Under the Lights, presented by Danimals Baseball. Thank you to Growler Hawaii for giving us the space to be on this platform and to talk to you. And thanks for anybody who cares to listen to this. Thanks for letting us into your ears. And we hope to see you at the next one. The next Danimals game will be in the summer right now. So we'll stay tuned for that. Much more content on the way here from the Danimals squad. You have new Mr. Coach's jersey getting hung up in the rafters here at Growler Hawaii. We have Jaja going to run the media team once again. A lot of exciting things coming into 2024. Happy New Year, Merry New Year, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, you filthy Danimals.
You filthy damn.
Until next time.
If you guys are craving more Danimals, check out our YouTube for old episodes and also the Instagram for clips.
Look at him go. Like and subscribe.